Hello, how are you? Grab a cup of something delicious and let's chat. I want to talk a little bit about getting started with group fitness classes. Now, I come to you with this topic as someone who has taught thousands of group fitness classes, thousands, thousands of classes over a course of 12 years, and somebody who is a little bit obsessed with group fitness. So I believe in the power of the group. I believe that together we can achieve more. And I have seen people work through tough times, triumph. I've seen people reduce stress, lose weight because of the power of group fitness. So I really believe in it. And maybe right now we're at a point where you've never tried a group fitness class, or maybe you've been checking this out for a little bit and you're kind of curious, like, what is this thing she's always hyping up about? Or maybe you're looking to get back into it, maybe post-pandemic or mid-pandemic, wherever you think we are with this pandemic. You want to get back into group fitness. So I have a couple of tips and tricks for you to dive into group fitness, to get back into the groove, and to take group fitness classes to help you level up. So let's dive in. My first tip for getting started with group fitness is, it seems easy, but this is actually the hardest step. Show up. I can say over the years, especially people who will slide into DMs or message me, will say, oh my gosh, I'm coming to a class. There are some people who have never done it, who will say it, but have never done it. The first step, the first tip is show up for class. Show up. And not only show up, but show up as you are. I cannot tell you how many times people have said, I will come once, X, Y, or Z. I will jump into your class after. And it's like, okay, group fitness will accept you for who you are right now. And if it doesn't, you haven't found the right groove or the right class. I can say for sure our group fitness classes are super accepting, and there is such a range in classes of ages and stages of life and ability. Come as you are. Show up and come as you are. And even on the show up note, come a little early to class. I can tell you all of the times that I've had new people come to class that come late and they're looking around like, where do I go? What do I do? And class is already in session. If you are new, come a little early. Talk to the instructor. I know that might seem a little bit intimidating, but we love chatting and we love meeting new people. So take a little bit of extra time to get there early and get a lay of the land. Talk to some people in class. Again, I realize that can seem really intimidating. I remember, and this is somebody, I know I've taught for 12 years, but before my 12 years of teaching, I took so many group fitness classes, and I was the chick in the back row. If you can believe it or not, I started in the back row of group fitness classes, and I would usually show up early, but I wouldn't talk to anybody. I was so intimidated. I started going to classes because I didn't feel good about, who I was or how I felt or what I looked like and all of those things. So I hid in the back row in my very baggy clothes. And if you would have told me to talk to the instructor, I'd have been like, the really like energetic, super awesome person up front. Yeah, no pass. I'm good. But I'm hopeful that I'm the kind of instructor that can break those stereotypes of like, that person is somebody who you should not talk to. I hope that I'm approachable. I try to be approachable, and I feel like we have new people all the time, and I feel like of new people that come, I'd say 99% of them will say hi to me before class starts. So that's great. Okay, show up, come as you are, come a little early to class. This next one, breathe. Take a deep breath when you arrive. take a deep breath as things are starting. And I know you'll probably come into it a little bit tense if it's a new class that you've never done before, but know that everybody was new at some time, and it's okay to like not be on every beat. You're not going to get every beat the first class. You got a little bit of a learning curve, and that's okay. Every other person in the class was at that point at one time. Remember that. Every single person was at that point at one time where they didn't know what was going on. And one of the things that I like to do to keep everybody on their toes is introduce new choreography, new tracks, new music, whatever it is, so that we kind of all are learning together. So breathe, take a breath. If something becomes too complicated in class, stop, take a breath, and then keep moving. I'll usually give like a couple of pointers of things that you can do to keep moving while you're like, what is happening with this choreography? This is new, this is different, this is a little more complex than I thought. We try to keep it pretty simple, but sometimes we'll have certain beats or tracks or songs that like ramp it up a little bit. So if you talk to me before class, I'll give you some tips of what you can do to kind of, once those moments happen where you're like, I got to keep moving, but I don't know what to do. We'll hook you up with that. Okay, so show up, come as you are, breathe, introduce yourself to the instructor. Hey, we're friends. We want to be friends. This next one's so important. Go at your own pace. Go at your own pace. If, from my vantage, there are some moments in group fitness where I feel like maybe we could be on a group, like a music video. Moments. For the most part, everybody's kind of doing their own little groove. Like, some people want to take it really hard some days. Some people don't take it hard every day. Or maybe there are some people who don't want to jump, or some people who are like all obsessed with jumping. In a class, you're going to find a variety of levels, really. And it's important to go at your own pace. And like, stop when you need to, take a break when you need to, take a water break when you need to. Everyone approaches group fitness classes a little bit differently, and that's kind of the beauty of it. Like, I love how different everybody is that approaches that class, and I love the levels, and I love now, I didn't really do this at the beginning of pandemic because I was like afraid to like approach people, but now I'll kind of get a little bit closer to everybody and like join your groove. And that to me is so much fun to like match each person's groove. And like, even if I see somebody that I'm like, ooh, I think we can go a little deeper. Ooh, we can go a little higher. I'll go close to that person and try to like encourage that next step. Don't be intimidated by that. That's fun. I'm doing that because for me, I see something in there that I want to match. Like, there's an energy that I want to match. So it's a good thing when I come up to you. Okay. So go at your own pace, introduce yourself, breathe, show up, take breaks when you need to. Honestly, like, I know I will say this at a group yoga class, like pop back into child's pose or, rest when you need to. That's true of any class. Even the higher cardio, super fun, high energy classes, take a break if you need to. There's nothing wrong with it. Nobody in class is going to shame you for it. They'll probably be a little bit jealous, like, wait, I want to do that. Take a break when you need to and hop back in when you can. The worst thing you can do, I will put this out there, is leave completely. Don't leave. Take a break. Don't leave. Over the years, yeah, I mean, it's been rare, but I've had some instances where people will just straight up leave. And it's like, don't do that. Don't leave. Like, I know it can be overwhelming and it might seem a little bit intimidating, but every single person in that class started exactly where you are as the new person in class. And maybe it's been a while since you've been back and you remember some of it, but some of it you don't, and you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? And a lot of stuff is new. Like I said, I change it up pretty frequently just to keep everybody on their toes. So take a break. Just take a break. It's all good. It's all good. Nobody cares what you're doing. Like, people will be there to encourage you. Our group fitness classes are there to encourage you. There is no click. There is no mean girl in any of the classes that I teach. I have taught in some locations where that is true, and I have abruptly left those places. I don't do cliques. I don't do cliques in group fitness. That is rude. That is not acceptable. Group fitness is meant to be fun, empowering, uplifting, and we have created a community that is exactly that: fun, empowering, and uplifting. So I think we're really good with new people. So we're safe. We're a good place to come. All right, all of those things. So show up, come as you are, breathe, introduce yourself to the instructor, go at your own pace, take breaks, and most importantly, this is the most important part of group fitness: have fun. Allow yourself to let loose. This is happy hour. This is time. Every single person in classes has left something in their lives that is important. They're really busy. They have families, they have jobs, but we all come together for this 30, 45, or 60-minute class to release, to let go, to relax, to have fun, to be more of ourselves, to allow ourselves to blossom. It is so important to have something like that in your life. And I think group fitness just like brings it all to the top. You're gonna have your moments in class where you really shine, and we're gonna let you know. Like, whoa, dang girl, that was amazing. Dang dude, that was amazing. Like, so good and empowering. And it is my goal to have you leave class feeling stronger and more empowered. Maybe a little sweaty, maybe a little out of breath. Those are great things, but I want you to feel strong and empowered. That's the point of group fitness. And I feel like that's the power of group fitness, is that we are all working toward our own goals, but we share this common goal of leaving strong, uplifted, and empowered. That is my goal. Whew, I feel like I just got like on a soapbox there for a second. I'm like, that is the goal. That is the goal of group fitness. So I cannot speak enough about group fitness. I think it is one of the most beautiful treasures of the fitness world. And that's why I think, I mean, I'm a trainer too, I would have a really hard time leaving group fitness because it feels so good. Even for the instructor, like, I feel really good after a class. And I know for sure, I've had people tell me I had a really bad day, but I came to class anyway, and now I feel better. Or I had a really bad headache all day, but I came to class, and now I feel better. Or I have this problem that I've been trying to solve, and I'm so glad to have had this hour to sort of let it out of my mind and leave it so that I'm not, crazy hyper-focused on it. It's a break for you. 60 minutes is like, what? Like, not even at the tiniest percent of your day. And if that tiny percent of your day can leave you feeling strong, uplifted, and empowered, wouldn't you want to do it? Wouldn't you want to do it? It's amazing. And my favorite, we have our standing group fitness classes, but one of my favorite things is when I'm approached by a group that says, hey, we want to all work out together. And it's like kind of like a semi-private class, like at a different location. I've done them at schools for teachers. It's just such a fun environment to be part of. So you got this. If you are trying to start getting into group fitness or getting back into group fitness, it's an amazing step. I know it's an intimidating step. It can seem intimidating. It can seem hard, but anything worth doing starts off a little bit hard and a little bit uncomfortable. And we grow into it. And pretty soon you'll be into it and you'll be like, I was scared of this. Like, these people are amazing. They're weird and fun and funny, and I feel really, really good. So give it a shot. And as always, if you ever have questions about group fitness or how to take yourself to the next level, always ask the instructor. I'm very happy to answer those questions. I love questions like that. So go forth and check out some group fitness. Woohoo! I love it. I drink the tea of group fitness. I'm the Kool-Aid. I'm all in it. I'm all in. All in. Thank you so much. I really hope that you start getting into group fitness or come back to group fitness and realize how amazing it is. Have a good rest of your day.